Hey guys, Marcos here. Been a long time since I posted anything, but I wanted to say thank you to all the people who have watched my 2 by 72-inch belt grinder video that I made. And I know so many of you have given me positive compliments and comments, and I'm thankful for that. I thought I would take just a minute and post a quick video of what I use that for. I make custom knives with that machine, and I would just like to show you the last knife that I made and explain a little bit about it. Let me give you a chance to look at it. So every knife that I make has 3 components to it. The first is the knife, the second the sheath, and the third is the stand that you see it sitting in. Every single knife that I make the sheath. It's my design. Usually I work with people if they want a particular design, but the shape, the overall shape of the knife and the style of the knife and everything I've designed. The sheath is made specifically for this knife. It's a custom sheath designed for this blade. There are no two alike ever. I make them usually out of leather, although I can use Kydex if need be or if required. But you can see the sheath, the knife fits perfectly. It's locked in. It's a compression fit, and the strap then becomes decorative but also a little added security to the blade itself so that you're in good shape. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. Then you can see this stand. Every knife that I make has its own stand. Every stand is custom and it serves 2 purposes. The first is this plaque that you see on here has all of the information about the knife on it. It has the way I heat treated it. It has the steel it's made out of. It has the hardness that it's at now, the Rockwell hardness. It has all of the materials in the blade, in the handles, the handle scales. All of that is listed on there, and the material of the stand itself is listed on there. All of that adds value to the person who's got the knife. If they go to sell it or give it to somebody else, all of that information that informs them about the blade and how it's made is extremely important to the value of the knife. If you have a knife and you don't know what it's made out of or how it's been heat treated or whatever, it really doesn't have a lot of value to it anymore. The other reason for the stand is that most people aren't going to carry this around all the time. Even though it's beautiful, you don't want to just carry that around unless you're going in the woods or hunting or whatever. You're not going to just drag this around with you. So then most people would leave it in the sheath like it is and throw it in a drawer. Number one, a knife should never be stored in its sheath. Even if it's stainless steel like this blade is, the moisture builds up in the sheath and can pit the steel over time. They should be stored separately. 2, the sheath exists to protect the user, the owner, from the sharp instrument, the knife. It doesn't protect the knife. It's not designed to protect the knife. So the stand then gives you a place to put the knife and store it in such a fashion that it becomes a beautiful piece of sculpture or artwork, whatever you want to call it, that you can leave on your desk or on your living room table or on a shelf somewhere, and it becomes a piece of art rather than just something that gets thrown in a drawer. Every knife that I make has my maker's mark on it. As you can see, that's my name right there, Marcos del Aguila. This particular knife, I want to show you, it was made from CPM S35 VN steel, stainless steel. I particularly like that steel a lot. I find that it's at the Rockwell hardness that this is at right now is 59.5. It's extremely tough and durable. At the same time, it holds a wicked edge. So the edge on this knife, let me see if I can show it to you in the light. The edge on this knife is a mirror finish. You can see the mirror edge on it, and it's wicked sharp right now. You could shave in the edge of the knife if you could actually use the edge of the knife at the same time as look at it. The point of the blade, the shape and style of this particular blade, I would call a spear point, but it's also good for skinning. As you can see, there's a thumb rest here where you can really bear down on it and give a lot of pressure. The handle feels good. The weight of the knife is such that you can chop with it. The scales on this knife, this is stabilized corn cob. This is G10 here, and then the butt cap and the bolsters are brass, polished brass. The tang itself is all the way through the blade, and you can see that it's tapered towards the end. It's all tapered down and narrowed to remove a little bit of weight so that it feels great in the hand. It's got a good balance, a good feel. The guy whose knife this is, his hand's a little bit bigger than mine, so the handle's a little bit big for me, but it fits perfect in his hand. And then the stand itself, as you can see, when you put the blade back down, Oh, by the way, the grind on this knife is a convex grind. It's a little bit rounded this way. It's domed a little bit. It's not a concave grind, which is what most of the knives that I make have concave grinds to them. Although I'll do whatever the client wants is fine for me. All the knives that I make are commissioned by people, and I have quite a few that are in the process right now, and I sell them. If you're interested in a knife, let me know, and I'll see what I can do for you. So the sheath itself then is made out of leather. It's custom made for that blade. It pops in. I like these clips because I don't wear a belt, so this allows me to clip that on my pants or my pocket, or even on the strap of a backpack, or on webbing if you have some sort of equipment that you're using, or if you wear a belt, you can see how it's also a belt loop, and the belt can slide right through there as well. All the accents and the tooling on this are done by hand, and it came out pretty good, I think. And then having everything like that set up so that it's a nice display and you can keep that on your desk or your shelf is a positive, good thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.